Well, we certainly hope that the Chinese recovery and reopening is going to provide its economy the same type of economic boost that we've seen in other countries around the world. China has a unique situation where a lot of consumers are still somewhat reluctant to go out and spend and continue or resume their previous activities, and that's keeping a clamp on the recovery pace or the pace of growth we expect. In general, though, I think China's reopening will be positive for commodity prices because of all these dynamics. I think it's going to be a more moderate increase in demand. And I think that the commodity prices, because they have adjusted so much, have a large part of that baked in already. And they're actually, may actually see a disappointment in the pace of recovery in China versus, what the market anticipates.
Kathy, as you well know, I mean, this whole reopening was started yesterday in China. The timing is pretty auspicious, just ahead of the Lunar New Year. But and this is a tough thing to talk about and ask as well. They're reopening at a time, and we're already seeing how their healthcare system is under strain and stress. Right now, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of Chinese are going to be making their way outside of the country and traveling as well. How much of a risk does that pose in terms of the virus? Because, China may, of course, potentially have to lock things back down. But what if it translates into, I don't know, new variants or other stuff that spreads outside of China?
Well, as you said, it's very difficult to say. China's been in a very closed environment, and the reason why the markets are not panicking as much as they could is because they don't share their numbers. If they truly shared the death rate and the spread of the virus, I think you probably see a lot more panic in the markets. But because they have provided very limited data, I think the market investors are kind of closing a blind eye to that and hoping that it won't necessarily spread to the rest of the world. But countries around the world have reinstated virus testing requirements for China. It's not going to prevent the spread out of China into the rest of the world. But the higher vaccine rates in other countries, should shelter them. That's what we all hope for. And I think hope right now, hope that it's really not as bad as the WHO says that it is in China. And it maybe the hope that it won't spread as aggressive across the world is what is lifting the equity market and lifting risk appetite as we kick off the new year.